Okay.
Hi everybody, sorry for the delay, a couple of technical things. Welcome to New York. My name is Paul Charnot. I'm the System Wellness Coordinator for the Capital District. I oversee 12 units that Sarah just talked to you about EmpowerU, where we have the units full and thriving at all three levels, independent, assisted, and our skilled or nursing home population. So woo, it's exciting. And I have a special guest with me today. This is Martha, one of our residents. So we're going to play a little game today. And it's we have balloons out today. Martha doesn't know. She thought they were actually balls out, which we use in some of our classes. But these are balloons because Martha celebrated a birthday yesterday. I'm not going to tell you how old she is. I'm going to let her save that for the end. But I have these balloons out to celebrate. So woo! There we go, Martha. Oh, don't clap yet. You don't know all the details yet. Don't clap yet. So Martha has been a resident we're at our Beverwyck location, which we have all three levels of care on our campus. So we have about 240 in our independent living community. We have about another 50 in our assisted, and then we have something called, they're called greenhouses, and we have 12 residents in each one of the greenhouses, so another 24. So we're about 320, 325, something like that. So with EmpowerU, what we do in this community, we hit all three levels of care going through it. So Sarah talked to you about the program a little bit. It's a lot of fun. This is the fun part of Morrison Community Living. And really our goal is to create meaningful and long-lasting relationships with our residents and improve the the wellness in the community, which means combining nutrition, food, education, and fun. So raise your hand if you're a dietitian. We have dietitians? All right, so we have got. So our dietitians in the group, what you are responsible for with EmpowerU is educating our residents on the nutritional values in our food. We have a chefs or cooks or dining directors. Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got lots of you guys. You guys are responsible for creating great tasting food through EmpowerU in our communities. And we combine all that, the food, the exercise, the fun. One thing you have to remember about EmpowerU is just not about the fitness, just not about the physical end, just not about the wellness. I think I saw Sarah do one of our assessments that we do in our groups. So what I want to do is I want to share one more of those. The first step in EmpowerU is to engage our residents and get them moving. And then we educate, you can see this side, and then we evolve with our communities. So what Martha's going to do is, we're all going to do this too, so you're going to push back from your tables just a little bit if you could, so you can have enough room. I need everybody sitting kind of on the edge of your chair. Make sure that, I know you all have wheels down there, so make sure that your wheels do not move, and we're going to do a flexibility assessment. So Martha's going to show you how flexible she is today. So here's what we're going to do. Isn't that exciting, Martha? So here we're going to put one leg forward. You can pick your dominant foot if you want, and keep your heel on the ground. So your legs should be straight, all right? So this is our flexibility assessment we do with all our seniors at pretty much all levels. We're going to keep our hands, we're going to put them right on our quadricep right here, the top of our legs, so kind of cross them over, both hands, Martha, there you go. And we're going to slowly go forward. As we go forward, we're going to breathe out. We're going to do this 3 times. So breathe out as you go forward, and then we're going to tell you how you do. So some of the things with EmpowerU is our assessments to give feedback to our residents, also to set a baseline for them so we can actually do an exercise prescription for the community. So if we see a community low in balance and flexibility, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to create programs that increase flexibility and balance. So here we go. We're going to go forward. So everybody go forward, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Go as far as you can, go as far as you can, go as far as you can. Hold, and then bring it back up. All right, good. I see a few of you look pretty flexible. And let's try, see if you can beat Martha this time. She's pretty good. Ready? And forward. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Good. And come back up. Very nice. And we got one last one. Let's see if we can go a little further this time. Breathe out, down, and breathe out. Keep that leg straight. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. And back up. Okay. Let me tell you how everybody did. Raise your hand if you were above your toe, your big toe. All right, if you're above your big toe, you need to do a little work. You probably need to sign up for one of our beginning flexibility classes. It's not a problem. If you got to your big toe, that would be considered good. And if you got past your big toe, that would be considered excellent. Okay? Any questions? So who got past their big toe? Raise your hand. Martha, you can raise your hand. Did anybody get past where Martha went? Because she was at least 2 or 3 inches past her big toe. Right, Martha? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, at least. All right, so that's one of our assessments we do. Again, we take that information, we put it in a database, we kind of give individual results. The nice thing about EmpowerU, it's a personalized prescription. So we do is we'll sit down with Martha, we'll talk about her goals, we'll talk about her results, and then we activate a program for her. And she has 2 options. She could either go in a group environment with our group exercise class that we do every day, or she could go into an individual program in our wellness centers that we offer. So, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. From there, what we do is we get results with our residents. Now, I will do one more assessment with you. I'm not going to have Martha actually do this today because she's got a little inflammation in one of her knees. However, I want to see how strong our dining directors and our dietitians are in Atlanta today. So our strength test that we do for EmpowerU is called our chair stand test. And Martha and I will cheer you on as you do it and make sure you're doing it correctly and have a little bit of fun with it. So your chairs, you're going to push up against the table if you can, or make sure they're not moving. Sit up nice and tall. You can sit back all the way in your chairs, and you're going to cross over your arms like this across your chest. All right? And you can choose not to do this, Martha, if you want. Okay? All right? Or you can go up. For 30 seconds, what we're going to have you do, I'm going to give you a demo first. We're going to go up, all the way up, stand up, and then we're going to sit back down. And then you're going to come all the way up, and you're going to sit back down. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'll be your timer. When I say go, you go. When I say stop, you stop. Count how many times you do your chair stands, okay? So 1, this will be 1. When you sit back down. As long as you get up, that still counts. All right, ready? Everybody? Set. You want to do it? Okay, hang on 1 second. Martha's going to do it with you. Okay, yeah, just use it. Okay, ready, set, and go. Everybody up and down. Come on, got to pick it up a little bit. I see you moving kind of slow. There you go. Keep it going. And up. Good. Keep going. Come on. Move that body. Move those legs. Woo! Come on. Let's get them going. This is the most movement you've had in Atlanta all week. Come on. Keep it going. You got it. You're almost there. You're almost there. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And sit on down. All right. I can't hear everybody down there, but shoot me some numbers how you did. What do we got, Alex? What kind of numbers did we get?
Who had 20?
Somebody had 20?
20.
Who had 15?
Had 17. 16.
We got 17.
We had folks for 15.
How many did you get,
How
Martha?
much did Martha have?
Okay. Martha got 10. So, did you beat Martha? Martha got 10. All right. So you can see how a chair stand test, what it does is it tests aerobic capacity a little bit. It'll get your heart rate up, but it tests more strength in our bodies. And one of the things we see as people transition through the stages of life is we see a transition from standing to sitting to walking with walkers and then to eventually to wheelchairs. So I have the luxury of working in all 3 locations, so I see this transition every day. However, there are a few exceptions to every rule, where most of our residents in our skill population, they're all different levels, but most of them are like 89 plus. However, my friend Martha over here, she's going to reveal her age to you now, and a couple other things. So Martha, you have the floor for a second, so go ahead and tell the folks down in Atlanta all about yourself.
Well, I'm 99 now, and just celebrated my birthday. So I'm legally blind, which makes things a little difficult, and my knee doesn't work very well. But I exercise every day, whether there's a leader for it or not. I think that's deep breathing and exercise are probably the most important part of the day to me. I do other things too, but I can't see a number of things that I'd like to do. Is that it? What do you want?
And yes, and how has EmpowerU helped you, or how has it improved your well-being?
Well, it's available, and the fact that it's available and I can get to the program, I put everything I have into it when we're together, and I think that's very important. I do the stretching when they tell me to stretch, and I breathe deeply when they say breathe deeply, and I try to do some of the things independently when I'm away from there, things that I've learned to do in the program, I can do when I'm just in my apartment and need to use some time, I exercise.
All right, excellent. And tell me about some of your friends, like when they reach age 80, how they feel versus how your attitude and how you feel.
I get pretty indignant about some people who say, oh, but I'm afraid to do that. It might hurt. Or I'm too tired. And I don't want to do it. It's just not sensible. It's better to think of your health and to use as much of your body that will move as you can get to move. And if you do it, you might find you can move more and more the more exercise you have. The more you use it, what is that phrase? Use it or lose it.
Right, exactly.
That's
exactly.
absolutely true. If you don't use it, you will lose it. If you lie in bed a long time, just because it feels good, you're losing some of your strength, some of your muscular strength.
Excellent. And how has and how has nutrition and your combination of nutrition over your life, how have you combined that with exercise?
Well, when it's time to eat, I eat what I think is the best thing for me to eat. I listen to the information we get in the program. Some of it's very new to me. In all these years, I've known what's good for me and what I can't eat. I can't eat shrimp, for instance. I'd love to, but I can't. But I eat things that I know are of value to me, and things that are going to just produce fat, I don't want those. So I have very little of them, but I like vegetables and fruits, meats. I like to have a varied diet. I love to cook. Can't do it anymore, but I love to cook. So I'm always looking for more things that I could enjoy if they still make them or would use some of my recipes.
Exactly. Now, Martha, she combined nutrition, she combined wellness, she combined exercise, food, and we always like to have a little bit of fun with everybody too. And you can see how that's transcended into her overall body and how her body's responded to that. You want to show us you want to show us how flexible you are, Martha?
Oh.
Martha, we have something else to show you. Hopefully you can all do this when you're 99. Good. Touching the floor, that is. All right, come on back up, Martha.
That's easy.
That was easy.
I know some people who can't do anything like
All right, so you heard a little bit about Martha today. You heard a little about EmpowerU, some of the benefits of it. I highly recommend it. Get your community. Now, it's just EmpowerU is not just for the residents. It's really the community all coming together. What we've seen in the community is when we activate, even we activate with associates or with the residents, we see the community mesh together. If you have your residents here, your associates here, they mesh together, they feed off each other. If the residents are highly engaged in talking about wellness and fitness and health, that transcends into your associates, and vice versa. If you start an associate program in your communities, it'll transition into your residents. And then eventually, as they get both those to mesh together and merge and make them as one unit. So everybody's working together for wellness, health. It's just not all about the food. And one of the biggest things that we get out of our program that a lot of people, will talk about all the time, it's not even the exercise. It's about feeling better. But more importantly, it's the socialization, which everybody gets together. We have some fun. They can have some fun if they're locked. We've had many residents that were kind of just trapped in their rooms. They wouldn't come out. But as soon as they saw the social element where they engaged actively, as from an exercise standpoint, they became more active in the community, and they actually became real leaders for us in the community. So it's exciting. We like it. It's a lot of fun. We're going to finish off with a little bit of deep breathing for everybody. I know it's early in the morning. We're going to go have lunch very soon. So let's have everybody put their hands on their knees right here. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to get some oxygen flowing through your body. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a breath in through our nose, raise our hands up to the ceiling, and then we're going to bring them back down in a prayer position and breathe out. So just follow along with Martha and myself. So let's breathe in, bring your arms up, put them together at the top, and then come down and breathe out through your mouth. Good. Let's bring it back to our knees again. Take a bigger breath in this time through your nose and up. Hands together, prayer position down to your chest, breathe out. Again, one more, hands to your knees, and up. Breathe in, hold, hands together, breathe out. This time, hold that prayer position there. Keep your elbows up, stretch your fingers out a little bit. Some of you may have been doing a lot of writing, taking notes on Tom and everybody down there. So loosen them up a little bit. Last one. This time let's drop our arms to our side. Bring our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Hands together. Hold. Breath in. This time just release your hands and let them float down. Like a feather. There you go. And let's do one more of those. That one felt pretty good. One more, Martha. All the way up. Lots of air in. Breathe in. Hands together. Hold. And breathe out. Okay, thanks everybody for EmpowerU. Give yourself a pat on the back today, right over here. Give yourself a pat on the back over here. Give yourself a little bow to one side. Give Martha a bow to my side. And we are done. Welcome to EmpowerU. Hopefully you get in your communities and have a little bit of fun. Thanks everybody from New York, live with Martha and Paul. You're welcome, Alex. See you soon.
And now we're finished.